Welcome back to another video where I show you everything I eat in a day. So this one's going to be slightly different because normally I do Sunday all the way through Friday, but today I'm going to do a video from dinner on Saturday until lunch on Friday. And the reason I'm doing that is partially because I'm excited about my charcuterie board, but mostly it's because YouTube doesn't like it when you post a video with less than 24 hours from each other. So it would punish you if you do 2 videos in 24 hours. So when I do my videos up until Friday, it gets posted after dinner. And then my regular Saturday video, it gets absolutely destroyed with the views. So I'm hoping that by pulling that forward a few hours, that won't happen this time. So you'll still get the same amount of meals. So that is lunch, dinner, and snacks. Not as much breakfast because I'm just not a big breakfast person. But if I do have breakfast, I will show that. And snacks I will show except for fruit, because I have fruit every day. And yeah, you don't want to see the same apples over and over again. I have just apples and some grapes, so I don't show that. If I do have anything else for snacks, I will show you. But yeah, I'm just making my charcuterie board. I'm starting off by putting some of these crackers on to kind of divide the board a bit. There we go. So I'll show you everything I eat. I don't usually show what I drink, because that's just sugar-free soda or tea without sugar or water, things like that. So that's not very exciting. If I do have anything with calories in it, I will show it. But calorie-free things, I'll just leave that out. So I'm just making things look a bit prettier. See where I want to put things. So I have a blue cheese, I have some camembert, I have a hard cheese, and a semi-hard cheese. So I have, these are actually 2 different kinds of crackers. One's with sesame and one is plain. Then I have some pickles. I'll add some, do some of these crackers as well. These have rosemary in them. So let's just build this up a bit. And then here I have some salami. I'll just, let's see, this one I'll just fold up, fill a gap over there. And I did forget to mention, most of my lunches are low-carb, keto-friendly, except on the weekend when I have my cheat days. But and dinners are regular dinners with carbs. So that's one kind of salami. Then I have some prosciutto. I'll just roll that up, just so it looks different. You just want different textures. And then I have a different kind of salami. I'll just stack that right here. And this is a dried sausage called fouette, covered in pepper. So I'll just slice that up. That can go over here. And I have some grapes. I'll just put those in the middle. And that is dinner for tonight. A cheese and charcuterie board. For lunch on Sunday, I'm having some of these beef bao buns with some sweet chili sauce. And while I edit this week's Sunday Prep Day video, I'm gonna have my chocolate bar. For dinner on Sunday, I'm having some shawarma that I sauteed with some peppers. I'm having a salad with some lettuce and cucumber, some pita bread, and some spicy mayo. Lunch on Meatless Monday, I'm having some tomato soup. And I made this in yesterday's Sunday Prep Day video. So if you want to see how I made that, you can watch that. The video will be linked at the end, and anything you see prepped in this video is also done in my Sunday Prep Day video. Let's make some dinner for Monday, Meatless Monday. So I'm making some vegetarian fajitas. So here I have a pan with some fake chicken substitute. So I just used a little oil, just fry that off a bit. And then I'll add some onions. I'm using red onions just because I prefer the flavor. I'll add some peppers. I just have a bunch of different colors just because I have them. Some chilies. Again, I have different colors, and I have jalapenos and cayenne just for variety. And I also have some garlic, but I'm not going to add that yet. I'm going to add that after this is done sauteing and I turn the heat off so the garlic doesn't burn. What I am going to do is add a little bit of cumin seeds and a little bit of salt. And I'm just going to cook this on high for just a few minutes. Alright, now the vegetables have softened, turn off the heat. Add some garlic. Stir that in, and the residual heat will cook that through. Serve that with a side of the salsa I made in my Sunday Prep Day video. And that is dinner for Meatless Monday, some vegetarian fajitas. Lunch on Tuesday, I'm having some pork chop with some coleslaw. And I made that coleslaw in my Sunday Prep Day video. Let's make some dinner for Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. I'm making some quesadillas with some beef. So I have a pan on the heat with a little bit of oil. And here I have some ground beef. And I'll let that brown. Once that's going to start browning, I'll add a little bit of peppers, just to add some extra veggies and some chilies. And I'll saute those as well. I'll add a little bit of salt, onion powder, garlic powder, cumin, paprika, and some chipotle powder. You can use chili powder as well. Stir that in. I'll add some tomato puree, about half of this can, and a little bit of water just to break that down. And I'm just going to heat this through a little bit to get rid of that raw tomato flavor. And then here I have some tortillas with some cheese. So I'm just going to spoon that mixture on. Pan back on the heat, low heat. And I'll just fold these in half. Squish them down. And I'll just cook them quickly on both sides until they're nice and brown, light brown. And then they're ready to serve. Serve with some salsa. And that is a dinner for Taco Tuesday, some beef quesadillas with salsa. I didn't film it last night because it was really late, but I'm on prednisone lately. It's messing with my blood sugar. I am diabetic. So last night before I went to bed, my blood sugar is really low. So I had some honey and salt cashews. Let's make some lunch for Wednesday. Wok on the heat, high heat with a little bit of oil. I'm adding some diced up chicken. And I'm just going to get some color on that. And I'll also add a little bit of salt. And once that has some color, I'm going to add my veggies. So here I have some carrot, some onion, some garlic, some chilies, and some peppers. And I'll let that soften for a bit as well. Now that the vegetables have softened, I'm going to add my zero carb rice. It's not actually rice. It's shaped like rice, but it comes in a pack like this. It's made from konjaku. And it has zero carbs. So I'm just going to stir that through, let that warm through. And just for flavoring, I'm going to add a little bit of curry powder. And that is lunch for Wednesday, a low-carb stir-fry with chicken. Let's make some dinner for Wednesday. I have a pan on the heat with a little bit of oil. I'm going to add some cubes of chicken. I will also add some salt and some pepper. And I'll just get some color on that. And I also have some boiling salted water. So I'll just add some of this pasta, 3 different colors, natural coloring, so a bit beets, spinach, etc. So I'll just cook those for 12 to 15 minutes. When the chicken has some color, I'm going to add my veggies. So here I have some Peppers, just different colors, just because different colors. Some chilies, some onions and garlic, and some carrots. And I'll just let that saute and let those vegetables soften. And then when the vegetables have softened, I'm just going to add some cream cheese. And I'll actually turn the heat off because this can just melt with the residual heat. And then I'll just let this sit until the pasta is done, mixing the pasta, and that's it done. And that is dinner for Wednesday, some pasta with chicken and cream cheese. For lunch on Thursday, I'm having some coleslaw with some chicken breast. For a snack, I'm having some beef jerky. For dinner on Thursday, I'm having some burgers with some cheese on some whole wheat rolls with a little bit of coleslaw because I had that left over. And for lunch on Friday, Fish Friday, I'm having some grilled bassa with the last of my coleslaw. And that was everything I ate this week. If you like this kind of content, I try to do these videos about once a month. And if you'd like to see more, you can check out my Instagram, which is linked below, because there I will post every single meal. And if you would like to see how I prepped all the things that you saw me use, check out the Sunday Prep Day video, which I've linked here at the end. But yeah, if you like this, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Until next time, bye for now.